Hello. Before I start today, I want to say thank you. Thank you to everyone in the audience for taking time out of your day to be here. Thank you to Katie Swingle for the opportunity to share my experience, and the Boys and Girls Club organization as a whole for developing me into the character I have become. My name is Maxwell Neidig, a former club kid, Keystone member, and staff at the Clinton and Gloria John Clubhouse. When I was about 9 months old, my parents divorced, and my sister and I were to spend 1 week with my mother and 1 week with my father. As the years progressed, we ended up spending a lot more time with my mom than we did with my dad. My mother, she loved having us both with her, but working as a registered nurse at St. Vincent Hospital full-time made it hard for her to balance everything going on in her busy schedule. So it was no surprise when Boys and Girls Club opened up in 2000 that my sister and I were the first and second club members ever signed up. I specifically remember my first day at club signing the contract to get my very first club card. Boy, if they knew what they were getting themselves into. Boys and Girls Club quickly became a second home to me. I spent most of my time in the gym, so my mom always knew where to look when she came to pick me up. "Come on, Max," she would holler from the gym doors in the middle of a dodgeball game. "Okay, Mom, just 1 second. Max, it's time to go home." "Okay, Mom." 15 minutes later, I remember being escorted out to the car by a staff member and an upset mother, but never without a smile on my face. The second day at club, I was walked down to the club director's office for a little chat about the rules printed on the back of my club card. "Max," the club director said, "is backflipping off the swing set safe? You could crack your skull." Okay. "And Maxwell, is hosting an all-basketball dodgeball game safe for other club members?" Okay, I understand." "And Maxwell," "Yes, using the toilets to supply your man-made lake in the boys' bathroom is not respecting club property. Respect yourself, respect others, and respect club property." I cannot tell you how many times I've heard these words in my life. I understand that repetition is the father of learning, but does it really take 2,000 recitings of these rules and countless think-it-through sheets for me to finally get it? No matter how much I may have argued with the staff, they were the reason I continued to come back to club over the years. I trusted that they would provide a safe environment for me to express myself in all different kinds of ways, to channel some of the energy I had accumulated in class that day. I played dodgeball, pinball, pool, ping pong. I painted pictures, wrote stories. I even did my homework, sang songs, and when I was really feeling it, I danced. Not very well, mind you, but that never stopped me from busting a move. The combination of patient staff and many reminders taught me to be self-governed. It showed me that there's absolutely nothing wrong with being yourself. My freshman year in high school, I was introduced to the Keystone program by John Anderson. For those of you who don't know, I know that we have touched on it a little bit today, but Keystone is a leadership developing program for high school students focused on academic success, career preparation, and community service. Each year I participated in the program, my goal was to make it to the National Keystone Conference. And after 2 years of trying, finally, myself and 5 other Keystone members maintained appropriate grades, fundraised enough money, and gave back enough hours to make it to Atlanta, Georgia for the National Keystone Conference. Through my 3 years in this program, I learned what it was like to step out of my own shoes and dedicate a portion of my life in the service of others. What I learned in those years is called empathy, something I believe will be taught to future Keystone members nationwide, and is something I believe everyone in this room possesses. Without this program, it wouldn't have been possible for me to speak in front of the kids during assembly, the board of directors at the Clinton and Gloria John Clubhouse, and even the mayor at City Hall. Through these experiences, I learned to believe in myself. I learned to be bold in all aspects of life and to advance confidently in the direction of my dreams. In the summer of 2008, after I attended the National Youth Leadership Forum on Medicine in Boston, Massachusetts, I made the decision to pursue the very prestigious title of doctor. After this school year, I will transfer to the University of Oregon to start pre-med. Despite what most people have to say about how hard becoming a doctor is, and how long you have to be in school for, and I've even heard that there is no chance that I will become a doctor, so I didn't listen. I listened to my own voice, which was telling me to go for it. I listened to John Anderson's voice, which told me that I could do anything that I put my mind to. and I followed my passion for helping others. Thank you, John Anderson, for all that you have done in my life. Even though I was involved with the organization before you, you have done more than I ever would have thought possible. Thank you for showing me what being a role model is all about. In the 10 years that passed from when I was a club kid to my time as a staff, I watched some amazing changes take place. Now, there were regular volunteers to assist the staff with whatever they might need, more structure within the programs to teach valuable life lessons, and 2 more clubs to serve the children of the Clark County community. When I was hired in the summer of 2010 to work at Boys and Girls Club, I already knew what to expect. My job was to be a role model. My job was to be patient with the many kids who, just like me, like to bend the rules a little bit. And as a staff member, I can honestly say I tried my hardest to be fun all 425 days I worked with the organization. The reason for this was because the staff that I had the best connections with were the ones who made it a point to say hi to me every day and were willing to take an interest in my life. After all, that's what club is all about. On October 6th, I lost my father to liver cancer. This experience, although very difficult, revealed a very important lesson to me: to have fun with the time you have, because life is short. To some, this may seem a bit dark or even depressing, but for me, there's no more of a liberating feeling knowing we have one life to live, and it's our job to live that one life to the fullest. I remember being with him in the hospital the last couple days before he passed, and a family friend came up to him and grabbed his hands. Jokingly, she said, "Oh, Michael, your hands are so warm. Is that how you get all the girls to hold them?" He replied, "No, I just tell them the truth." Honesty was a quality my father held deep in his heart, and even though he isn't here today, it's a piece of him that I will take with me down life's long and windy road. In some of his last words, he explained to me, "It's the littlest things that make the biggest difference, Max." Like being on time, saying hi to that certain kid at club, stopping yourself from doing a backflip because you might get hurt, saying hello to the people who pass you by on the street, and maybe, just maybe, leaving the toilets alone and finding another place to race your model sailboat. Following my father's passing, I went home to catch up on some sleep. I took a shower, and I headed to the Boys and Girls Club for some much-needed smiles, laughs, and of course, dodgeballs to the face. That day, when I signed a contract to become a Boys and Girls Club member, I signed up for a lot more than just some place to go play after school. What I signed up for was 11 years of positive experiences, 11 years of memories, and 11 years of fun. Thank you all.